All right, this is Andrew Crocker, Ozarks Technical Community College, a political science instructor, and I'm being joined here by Kendra Findley. Kendra, say hello and provide your title if you don't mind.
Hi, Andrew. Thanks for having me today. And I'm Administrator of Community Health and Epidemiology with the Springfield-Greene County Health Department.
Great. Well, I would like to keep you for just a few minutes. Thank you for volunteering your time. First of all, we are obvious. So first of all, you've been doing some national news interviews recently for, I'm guessing, sad reasons.
Yeah, definitely. I guess the best way to say it is how I said it yesterday. I was talking to a LA Times reporter, and it was really even difficult to say, but it is so sad to be the poster child in the United States for what you should not be doing, which is having low vaccination rates and really not having many mitigation steps in place to prevent the spread of disease.
Where is Greene County relative to the rest of the United States as far as our vaccination rates are concerned?
We're in the bottom 10.
Bottom 10 counties?
I believe so. Yeah, bottom 10, along with some other areas in this region and like Arkansas as well.
Okay. Well, ma'am, I'm married to a medical professional, and one thing that they'll all tell you right now is that cases are ticking up really aggressively. And they're saying the major reason for that is something called the Delta variant. For people that have no idea what this stuff is, can you break it down for us, please?
Definitely. So the Delta variant has been labeled a variant of concern. And it really, what it is it's just a virus that's a slight mutation or shift, drift, however you want to say, off of the original COVID virus. And the micro nerd in me wants to just remind people that living organisms like microbes, like viruses, will find a way to circumvent the system that wants to kill them, whether that be your immune system or vaccinations, antivirals, and so they will mutate. And that's exactly what we've seen happen here is with the Delta variant, Alpha variant, Gamma variant, we now have multiple ones circulating. The Delta variant is a problem because it is more infectious person to person, and it can cause more serious illness because of the specific mutations within the virus itself.
Now, you have told me this personally, but also you can pretty much read it anywhere, that the rates of infection right now are in much younger ages than in previous versions of this COVID-19 disease. Anyways, is that because the older populations are more vaccinated? Is it because Delta is more prone for younger populations? Is it a combination? Do we not know?
Yeah, that's a great question. So before, our average age for all of our COVID cases was somewhere around 37. And when you just look at our Delta variant cases, it's 27. So that may not sound like a lot, but when you take all your cases and take the average, 10 years lower in age really is a big difference. And I think it's a combination of reasons. Our older populations, they have a higher vaccination rate. And that's probably because the older generations actually do remember seeing polio. They do remember seeing mumps and some of these other, like measles, some of these other diseases that the younger generations really don't remember. They haven't seen cases and how devastating some of these diseases can be. So that generation is more protected. But it is also, when you listen to some of our healthcare or hospital partners, they're saying that they're seeing younger people hospitalized due to the Delta variant.
The current vaccine that we have protects us against the Delta variant to the best of our knowledge. Is that accurate?
So I'm going to speak specifically about the Pfizer vaccine because it was tested in the UK along with the AstraZeneca. The Moderna and Johnson & Johnson aren't in the UK, so they weren't tested along with this. So the Pfizer vaccine, it has a 95% efficacy rate, which means it's 95% effective at preventing illness. When they tested it against the Delta variant, it dropped slightly, but it was still 79 to 88% efficacious or effective at preventing illness. So that's still really high. The problem is when you live in an area where you've got widespread disease transmission, like we do, it reduces the ability to prevent illness spread, even in those who are vaccinated. So we are seeing some breakthrough cases right now. The good news is, and why I'm still saying you need to get the vaccine, it prevents serious illness and hospitalization. So for those cases that we're seeing who have been getting the Delta variant and are fully vaccinated, their illness is mild.
Ma'am, true or false? I am a 20-year-old college student. I've seen COVID now for a year plus. I know the stories. For the most part, I'm probably going to be okay. The disease isn't going to hit me so hard. The vaccine can be miserable. Therefore, it's not that big of a deal if I skip out on the vaccine. True or false?
I'm going to say false. So for you personally, maybe you would be okay. But here's how you need to look at this. This is a community-wide issue. This isn't just a personal issue. So even familial, within your family, you may have somebody who's immune compromised, and that's due to a immune compromising condition, or it may be a grandparent. This illness could kill them. Today, we got in 11 death reports. Our death fatality rates are going up. This is also a community problem. There are people within our community that can't get the vaccine because of their immune system. And so this is a community decision as well, because we all live here. And so even if you're otherwise healthy and you may get it and you may be okay, we all need to get this vaccine to slow or stop the spread of this disease.
Two more quick questions. First of all, here's a question. I should just look this up on my own, but I figured you're the person to talk to in this county. If I get the vaccine, I know there is a low chance I can still be infected, but even if I personally don't suffer the effects of COVID, can I still carry it to other people? Can I still spread it?
So if you were to, there is a chance that you could have asymptomatic infection. So there is a slight chance if you're fully, so you're saying if you're fully vaccinated?
Yes, which by the way, I am. I got the vaccine. Is it still possible that I can somehow contract it and spread it without feeling the effects of it myself? I think that's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah, it is possible for you to have asymptomatic infection, like you have no symptoms whatsoever, but you are infected and you could spread that illness onto others, but you'll have a lower viral shedding. So if you were non-vaccinated, you're going to shed a lot more of the virus when you're speaking or breathing. So you'll be less infectious to others, but it is possible to be an asymptomatic carrier.
I'm so sorry, continue your thought.
No, you go right ahead.
Last question. If I am not, we'll say I am not vaccinated, but you have changed my mind now that I've listened to somebody who knows what she's talking about. I want to get vaccinated right now. Where do I go? Do I need money? What do I got to do?
Well, the vaccine is free of charge and it is widely available, especially here in Greene County. And so you can go several places, but you can call 417-874-1211 and find out how to get registered and get to a clinic to get vaccinated.
Can you provide that number one more time?
Yes, 417-874-1211, or you can go to vaccine417.com.
Okay, and I can get all the information about where the heck to go and all that stuff there.
Absolutely.
Ma'am, I reserve the right to contact you again when I feel like it on this subject, but regardless, thank you so
Yeah.
much for helping us.
Anytime. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
You too.